with a new stadium rising just to the west of us. For now, we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Perennial Pro Bowler Justin Tucker has it on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Allen. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. From the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And he finally is going to have to eat this one. He will go down.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown. That's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. One more time going up top with Allen. That's to Cooper again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Again, it's Allen to the air. That's caught downfield by Cooper. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. Here's Allen to throw. He's got it at the 3. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Cook. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
A little closer. Here's second and goal. One more time with Cook. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up third and goal.
On third and goal, here's Allen. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10. Now Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Play action. It's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Second down, Jackson. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Baltimore. In motion comes Walker. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Now, Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Jackson now. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson looking to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Allen going to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving.
And he's into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Steven Sims to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 33-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Jackson now on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He's got it. It's a big play there on third down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Allen working from the pistol. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll work now on second and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. He gets it to Samuel, left side. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it is first and goal. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. James Cook, touchdown Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Nash is good, and the Bills are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that one incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be second down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught. We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Buffalo. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Play action here. Mahomes, he's going to let this one go for Worthy. The Bills are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's certainly not what we were expecting to see, especially from a quarterback of this caliber. Opening drive, turnover. And let's hope for their sake, Mike, this is not a sign of things to come the rest of the day.
Throwing right away is Allen. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's got the hook up there to Cooper. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Buffalo.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on...
Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And the Chiefs are going to get the football at their own 40.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception? Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Khalil Shakir. And they are going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Shakir. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Now Allen on 1st down. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On third down, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's make some plays out there, offense. Alert!
Again, it's Allen to the air. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are on the board. It's now 14-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Off-balance throw. It's complete. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. First and 10 for Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike. with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Mahomes now on second down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to have themselves a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. A gain there of 13 yards.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal. They'll run with Pacheco, and he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Samuel gonna see what he can do. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action. It's Allen. He's going to air this one out, looking for Cooper.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Extra point try by Bass. He knocks it through. And the Bills draw closer here. It's 21-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. And for the 4th time, and now he loses the football. The Bills have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
That's caught! And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. It is brought in the end zone. James Cook, touchdown, Bills.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will even the score. It's now 21-all. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. Mahomes on 1st down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. To throw again, it's Allen. Now he'll run.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tied ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And At this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.